Hi everybody, it's Paul. Now on this video I want to give everybody a training on the Appi Travels pay plan and how important it is to study the three separate pay plans that we have. And when they're worked together, they work in perfect harmony and synchronicity. And that is the beautiful thing about what we've got here. So what I want to do on this video is just give you a bit of history and give you an idea of where we're going and what we need to be doing so that we can actually build the business up to 1 million members. Now Danny, has worked really endlessly and tirelessly now for the last 3 or 4 years getting Appi Travels to where it is now, okay? Now, when he contacted me and said, look, Paul, look, this is what I put together, it just blew my socks, okay? Because I've worked with Danny now for over 12 years and I know his integrity, and I know his principles and his ethics, so I know where we're going. And that gives me the confidence to be able to share this with people that I know and trust, and they trust me. And the industry has been ruined by literally thousands of companies that are being set up by thoughtless people that just come along, put an idea together, throw some pay plan together. They've not worked the mathematics out on it, and the whole thing just tumbles over and it falls down. Well, that's the exact opposite with what we're doing with Appi Travels. Now, what we've got to understand is we've got 3 pay plans, okay? And to be able to build your business and get your business where you want it to take you, you've got to be able to teach this to other people. So it's critical to understand exactly the foundations that Appi is built on. First of all, we've called Appi Travels. That means we're in the travel industry. So we're selling a product that has got literally mass appeal. Now let's just give you one destination that a lot of people go to every year, and that's Las Vegas. 39 million people go in and out of Las Vegas every year. Now, I can tell you this now, the vast majority of those people are using booking engines to book their flights, their hotel accommodation and everything else that they're doing while they're there, okay? So the booking engine is paramount to the growth of Las Vegas. And guess what, guys? That's exactly what we have with Appi Travels. So we're selling a product and a service that's got mass appeal. That means we can target just about anybody, okay? Now saying that, not just about anybody is what I call a business builder, or is just going to jump into network marketing. And there's very good reasons for that. And that's because the vast majority of people have heard of this sort of, they've heard so many horror stories about the industry, and rightly so, because a lot of them are true, and certainly in recent years, stability has been a big thing. And that is why when you go out there marketing, you've got to have a full knowledge of what you're actually marketing. So you need to get up to speed with a travel search engine. And this is how I promote the travel search engine. What I say to people is, look, we've got a travel portal, and our portal operates just like the main household names like Expedia and Trivago and Skyscanner, etc. Okay, Booking.com's another one. Now, when you actually look at the amount of traffic that goes to these search engines, it is mind-boggling, guys. It is absolutely mind-boggling. I mean, Skyscanner takes 60 million hits a month, okay? So it gives you an idea of what we've got here. So the reason we can undercut these other companies is they're using conventional mediums to market their portals, like television, for example. And just think about, say, Expedia, for example. When they're marketing, they're not just marketing in the UK, they're marketing in all of the countries they operate in, which is pretty much globally. So just imagine how big their television advertising budget actually is. Well, the difference between us and the traditional portals is that we haven't got those costs, and we're using word of mouth, which obviously means we've got a saving, okay? We haven't got those expenses those companies have got. And that's the way you introduce the portal, guys. It's just a question of getting the message across to people. And that will get people's interest straight away. Now, I know just with our in-house portals that we've got already, there are some significant savings that can be had using those portals. So with our new travel portal that we're going to be having very shortly, it's going to be mind-boggling, guys, what can actually happen. And I know some of the comparisons Danny's been doing on the site is just wild. It really is. And the other thing, of course, is that we'll be able to set our commission structure within our portal, so that if we are, got people going to our portals, then we can earn a bit of commission out of that traffic that's going there. Now, what we're actually selling, guys, is a membership to Appi Travels. That's what we're selling. We're not selling sign-ups. We're not looking for distributors. We're not distributing anything. We're looking for members of a travel business, okay? And that means we've got access to these fantastic products and services that we've got within the in the back office of Appi Travels. And that's what the business is really all about, guys. Now, obviously, when we started the company, or when Danny started the company rather, we started with just one pay plan, and that was the Even Up. Now, when I saw that Even Up and I actually understood how powerful it actually was, I just literally, the hairs in the back of my neck went up. And that's what we worked with for the first few months of working with Appi Travels, just the original Even Up. Now you've got Explorer, you've got Traveller, and you've got Navigator. Now the key to it is the 100% match bonus that is paid out on that pay plan. So you want to go to the go into your Appi back office and look at your dashboard, and you'll see Appi Tools. Click on there and then watch the videos, look at the PDF on the Even Up and learn it. Learn exactly what you've got there. It's extremely powerful. Now the beautiful thing is that the Even Up, in a funny sort of way, is being superseded by what we call the Appi Fund. Now the Appi Fund came about it's about 6 months after we started with the Even Up. With the Even Up, and then what it did effectively, it just doubled up our income, and it was a wonderful addition to help everybody's incomes double. So what I say to people is, you want to be in the Even Up and you want to be in the Appi Fund, and obviously what that's going to do, that means you're going to be earning, you know, commissions ×2 for doing the same work. We've got 2 pay plans and they're paying out 2 streams of income. Okay, now the beautiful thing about the Appi Fund is we've got 8 different levels. Now, if you actually look at it and you look at the first 4 levels within the Appi Fund, it's very, very powerful. So you've got the, you've got the Explorer, you've got the Traveller, the Navigator, and then the Adventure. Now, the Adventure level is where I suggest everybody should be. This is key, guys. If you want to be making money out of the internet, you've got to understand that to make money, you've got to spend some money, okay? It's just as simple as that. You know, it's great. I mean, if we're obviously working with the $35 entry in the Explorer, and that's great for people who haven't got a lot of money and they can get started and do a bit of leveraging and work their way up. But what I think is a lot smarter way to do it is to go into the Appi Fund, get in at the Navigator or the Adventure level, and then earn some commissions, and then upgrade, or sort of downgrade rather, to the Traveller and Explorer afterwards. Okay, that's just one way of looking at it, but that's what I'll be doing. Okay, because that way you're not having to pay for Explorer, you're not having to pay for Traveller, then Navigator, and then Adventure. You can go into Adventure. One payment out of that pay plan is going to pay for your other 4. Okay, that's the other 3 rather, and that's the power of it. Okay. Now, if you actually look at the PDF on the Appi Fund, it will blow your mind, because obviously from the Adventure we're going to the Discover level, and that's where it really does start to change. And there's $1,000 commissions there on the Discover. So we've got $500 on the Adventure, $250 commissions on the Navigator. Now, if you've got those Appi Funds working and you're actually building it properly, you need to be in the VIP one. Now, the VIP one was put in last autumn, and Danny put that in there to create a residual income. And the holy grail about network marketing is residual income. It's what I've lived on for the last almost 30 years, okay? You do your work once, but you get paid over and over again for doing that work once. And that is the key to residual income. Now, the VIP one is $79, and I urge everybody to get onto the Appi Tools, look at the PDF, watch the video that Danny's done. Danny's done an incredible video showing how the VIP one actually works, and understand how it actually works. It's not difficult. I don't want to go into the mechanics of how these the pay plans work on this video, because I just haven't got the time to do that. It will bore you. You know, they often say that the mind can only take in what the backside can take in, and there's some truth in that. Now, I've sat through literally hundreds and hundreds of trainings over the years. One thing I learned very early on when I started in this industry back in 1990 was the fact is that the upline said, whatever you do, do not go out there into the marketplace selling the opportunity. That was the opportunity I was in back then, if you don't understand how the commission structure works. So it's really, really important, guys, to get a full understanding on exactly how the Even Up works, how the Appi Fund works, and how the VIP 1 works. Okay, and remember, we've got the VIP 2. And I cannot wait for that to be opened up. And that really is going to change an awful lot of lives. Now, let's just look at this logically, okay? To make money, you've got to put money in to make money. Or you've got to put a lot more effort in, and that means you've got to work your business harder to get to the same point you want to get to start making the money, okay? So with the Even Up and the Appi Fund and the VIP one, it'd be a very good decision for everybody that's watching this video to get themselves properly established at the level they can afford. I don't advise anybody going out there and having to sell the family silver to get into the business, but get yourself established so that when you're actually talking to people, you can talk to people with credibility and knowledge so that they can see that coming from you. If you haven't got that, guys, you're just not going to get those people on board. It's as simple as that. People buy people, they don't buy opportunities. So when you're talking to people about this travel search engine, you can start talking to them how the commission structure starts to work within the membership, okay? So it's imperative that everybody learns the 3 compensation plans. When you fully understand that all 3 pay plans work in synchronicity with each other, it's extremely powerful. And I believe you me, guys, I can't sleep at night sometimes because I really don't know who's the next person who's going to be joining the business who actually sees it. And when you see it and the penny drops, I can assure you, you'll be like me, okay? So I'm out there actively building, talking to people and sharing with people the power that we have here with the Appi Travels pay plan. And that is it's so important, guys, to really understand this. Now, what you've got to look at is that VIP1 matrix in the back end is literally life-changing, and it doesn't take a lot of people to build it. Now, the reason why it's life-changing is this. I've been in binaries and binary pay plans, and they're very, very common out there within the industry. But the big problem with binary pay plans is that an awful lot of times the owners of the companies haven't worked out the mathematics on the amount of money that's going through the binary. And people talk about spill and all this sort of stuff, and sure, there's some huge spill, but the problem is that if you get a good binary and you get a good product and you get some real momentum behind it, the thing can't pay out and the thing will go pop, okay? Now with a matrix or with the even up or the Appi Fund, they're worked on, those 3 pay plans are worked on pure mathematics. And there's no way that the company is going to go out of business. And that is really, really important to understand that. Whereas if you're in some of these other deals, you'll find that the pay plans don't quite live up to what the owners are talking about. Okay, very, very important fact that. And my own personal experience, I can tell you this now. I used to call myself the binary king, yeah. But when you understand the difference between a big binary and our 4x4 VIP1 matrix, you'll suddenly understand the difference. That thing is rock solid. That VIP1 matrix of ours is rock solid and it pays out, and that is the beautiful thing about it. It just cannot but not work, and that's the reason, because the mathematics behind it that makes it work. Okay, that's very important. Now, one other thing is this: when you've got hold of this Appi Travels and you really, you're like me and you can eat, breathe and sleep it, yeah, then you really need to start sharing it with people. And what I advise everybody to do is get a couple of your buddies on board and get them up to speed and take them for the journey that you're about to go on, okay? This is so important, guys. Get 2 of your best friends on, okay? And build it with 2 to start with, okay? And then when you've got 2 people duplicating 2, find 2, find 2, just like in a binary, then your business was going to build out in the even up, the Appi Fund, and the VIP1, and then you're on some very substantial money, guys, just on 2 people. Then you want to add a 3rd and a 4th, with the goal within a couple of 3 months of having 4 good team members, 4 team buddies, all working with you, all sharing the dream. And I'm going to tell you this, guys, if you do that and work your business like I work my business, looking for those 4 key people, that's all you need, 4. And I suggest you take a couple for insurance as well, because you can't rely upon anybody in this world. They could get run over by a bus, okay? So what you need to do is make sure that you've got your business built solid and you've got duplication working, and you're going to go to the top of the plan. Now, I'm going to tell you this, guys, with 4 people, teaching 4 people to find 4 people, you can make a heck of a lot of money with Appi Travels, and that's how you become a millionaire working Appi Travels. Thanks for watching this video.